Welcome to WEFM's Midday News, sponsored by Court St. Vincent Limited.
This month, make it all about her. Give the gift of eye care with new glasses from Quartz Optical. Show mom you care. Book her an appointment today at quartzoptical.com and get a chance to win a luxury day pass for two. Say Happy Mother's Day with new glasses from Quartz Optical. Value you can see.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Football Federation, SVGFF, has extended heartfelt congratulations to the dedicated individuals who have successfully obtained their CONCACAF C license coaching certificates. The CONCACAF C License Coaching Certificate Program represents a significant milestone in the professional development of coaches, providing them with the necessary tools and knowledge to excel in their coaching careers. This program is geared towards equipping coaches with a comprehensive understanding of various aspects of the game, including technical proficiency, tactical awareness, player development, leadership, and effective communication. The SVGFF expressed their sincerest gratitude to CONCACAF for providing the opportunity for professional development, stating that the C License Coaching Program has undoubtedly contributed to the growth and enhancement of coaching standards within our region. Raphael Butterbread John, of no fixed address, who has 14 previous convictions, including homicide, has once again found himself behind bars after being sentenced to 7 years on his latest conviction. According to an article by Searchlight News, when the 33-year-old appeared at the High Court No. 1 for his sentencing on May 17th, he had nothing to say before Justice Brian Cottle handed down a sentence of 7 years behind bars. However, after being remanded for 1 year, 2 months, and 1 week, John is set to spend 5 years, 9 months, and 23 days behind bars for the June 14, 2020 attempted robbery on Venley Jones of Glen. According to the facts presented by the judge, Venley Jones was approached by the prisoner, who was armed with a knife, as he approached the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College on his way home around 9 p.m. on June 14, 2020. Pointing the weapon at the victim, John demanded that Jones handed over all that he had. The victim told him that he only had a bag of bread. Jones's neighbor, who saw the incident occurring, was able to speak to the prisoner to get him to leave Jones alone. The matter was then reported to the Caliaco police station, and the victim was taken back to the area where he identified the prisoner, who was found hiding in a gutter with the knife stashed nearby. Still on the local scene, a Camden Park man has been slapped with 4 charges regarding a viral video circulating on social media showing a 10-year-old student being forced to perform fellatio on an adult. An official release from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force says that 37-year-old unemployed Dion Baptiste was arrested and charged with abduction, indecent assault, and 2 counts of child pornography under the Cybercrime Act on Monday, May 30th, 2023. When Baptiste appeared at the family court on Monday, he entered a guilty plea to the charges. He was remanded into custody at His Majesty's Prison until July 12, 2023 for sentencing. In the region, the death toll regarding the May 21st Midday Secondary School dormitory fire in Guyana rose to 20 on Tuesday after another student succumbed to her injuries. The Guyana Chronicle says that the deceased has been identified as 14-year-old Sharina Daniels. Reports state that she died Tuesday morning while receiving treatment at the Georgetown Public Hospital's intensive care unit. According to the publication, Daniel succumbed to the effects of carbon monoxide inhalation despite efforts to save her. Before the teenager's death, police in Guyana charged a 15-year-old girl with 19 counts of murder concerning the Madia Secondary School dormitory fire. The accused appeared before Magistrate Sunil Skar via Zoom and was not required to plead to the capital charges. She will be held at a Sofia juvenile facility until her schedule to return count on July 4th, 2023. The girl is alleged to have set the fire after school officials confiscated her mobile telephone. Still on the regional scene, a 22-year-old mechanic of Clarendon, Jamaica, who was charged with the 2022 murder and robbery of a supermarket owner in porous Manchester, has avoided going to trial by pleading guilty to a 6-count indictment charging him for that crime on Tuesday. A.J. Fraser was charged for murder and 3 counts of making use of a firearm, contrary to the new Firearms Act, as well as robbery with aggravation and wounding with intent. He was sentenced by Justice Leighton Pusey during an in-camera hearing to 82 years. The 22-year-old was sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder with eligibility for parole after 15 years. For the 3 counts of making use of a firearm contrary to the Firearms Act, Fraser was sentenced to 15 years each. For the wounding with intent count, he was sentenced to 12 years and 10 years for the robbery with aggravation count. The sentences were ordered to run concurrently so that he will effectively serve 15 years before being eligible for parole. On the international scene, outrage sparks in India following the killing of a 16-year-old girl in Delhi who was stabbed and beaten to death in an alley as pedestrians walked by. CCTV footage shows the teenager being accosted in public by a man alleged to be 20-year-old Sahil Khan, who stabbed her more than 30 times and hit her with a slab of concrete. Several bystanders encountered the incident, and though one man attempted to intervene and was violently rebuffed by the attacker, nothing else was done to stop him until her body was spotted by a police informant 30 minutes later. According to law officials, Khan had been in a relationship with the girl and decided to kill her after she tried to end it. The attack sparked outrage from activists and politicians who demanded that more should be done to protect women in the capital. Delhi's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said on Twitter, "A minor girl is brutally murdered openly in Delhi. This is very sad and unfortunate. The criminals have become fearless and there is no fear of the police." And in sports, campaigners have welcomed the Football Federation's plans to tackle abuse and discrimination in grassroots football by deducting points from clubs. According to campaigners, they believe punishments should be extended to cover fan behavior and apply up the football pyramid. The governing body announced rules to be implemented from the 2023-24 season. These plans will lead to clubs below Step 6 in men's game and in Tier 3 and below in the women's, losing points if players or coaches engage in discriminatory language or misconduct against a match official on more than one occasion across 12 months. The 2-strike rule would mean a club losing 3 to 6 points, with that potentially rising to 12 points for further offenses. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. WEFM's Midday News is sponsored by Court St. Vincent Limited.
Not all heroes wear capes. Celebrate her this Mother's Day at Quartz. Save up to 40% off selected furniture, appliances, and electronics. Get free accessories with selected purchases and much more. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay $0 for 30 days. And before you check out, don't forget to add extended warranty with our Quartz Super Shield product, which will protect your purchase for up to 4 years.